Since it's monsoon and it is the best time to buy a tropical plant, so I went to few nurseries and ended up buying few of the most fascinating plants and plants that were in my wish list for quite a while. So in this video, I'll show all of them to you and I'll also share their price range. So let's dive in. The first plant I bought is this lucky bamboo. It's not the typical one, it has a more thicker stems and glossier leaves. It is a lucky bamboo species and I wanted a plant for my sofa table and it's small and quite convenient. I've not seen this kind of species of lucky bamboo somewhere else, either on Instagram or someone's house. So this is unique. This is it. It costed me 400 rupees and it has 5 to 6 stalks. So it's worth the price. The next plant I bought is this Brazil philodendron, and this plant was in my wish list for quite a while, but I was not able to buy it because it's not available in the nurseries nearby. It's always out of stock, and if you go online, the price of this plant are really high. This is a full-size plant and it costed me almost 300 rupees including this hanging basket. It's quite fascinating and it was in my wish list because it has a quite beautiful foliage and variegation of leaves. So this was my third plant that I bought. The next plant I bought is this philodendron, or I say Monstera deliciosa, and this is the most costliest plant I have ever bought. It has just 4 leaves. Its 4 leaves costed me almost 900 rupees and it's in a fragile pot, so I have to repot it. But it's worth it because it's the most fascinating plant on the internet and on the Instagram. So this is it. So this Monstera deliciosa and this Brazil philodendron are the plants that I have waited the most to buy. The first time I saw this plant was on the channel of Planterina, that Amanda from Planterina, and from that day this was on my wish list. So these were the most favorite plants of mine and finally I bought them. So this was Monstera deliciosa. I'll repot it and it will grow really huge. The second plant I bought is this philodendron brikin, and it's a rare plant and expensive also, but its leaves are damaged. So by the time I got home, I found that few leaves are rotten, but the stems and the roots were totally fine. So I snapped the few of them that were completely rotten and I treated others with hydrogen peroxide. The plant is doing well for quite a while, but let's see what happens. And it's cost me almost 600 to 700 rupees, and it's a rare plant, so it's worth the price. So this was the second plant, philodendron brikin. The very next and the last plant in my list is this philodendron. This is the philodendron indeed, but I don't know the name of this particular species, and this is fascinating. So I first saw this plant in a nursery nearby and I wanted this to be in my hall. So I bought it and it has a quite unique color and it is different from other. It has a long leaves and I don't have this kind of plant, like the plant of this texture or this color. So I bought this one, and this plant is like quite a root bound in this pot, and this pot is small for this plant. It's taking the moss stick with it also. So once it's accommodated to the temperature conditions and the atmosphere kind of humidity of my home, then I'll repot it into a bigger, nicer pot and a bigger moss stick. These were the few plants I bought this monsoon, and do let me know in the comment section if we have any of the plants in common and which one is your favorite. And I'll see you in the next one.